Okay, now this has got to be the home stretch, right? Okay, you've removed all the pathologies from all the bodies, and now you check the bodies for HIV. Maybe you won't find HIV because one of the pathologies was viruses, but you see, this seems to come off in layers. So you may find HIV, and you kill the HIV. And the way I've always done this is I say I'm now killing, you know, the HIV in my, let's say, your gravitational body. So I say, okay, I'm now killing the HIV. And by the way, I found HIV. I never had, was never diagnosed with HIV, but by a doctor. But I found it in my higher bodies and took it out many years ago. You're going to find cancer. You're going to find tuberculosis. You're going to find a lot of diseases in your higher bodies. You want to take them all out. You don't want to have those diseases in your higher bodies because later they'll manifest in your physical body. All other things being equal. Assuming you don't get run over by a bus first or something. You know, whatever, you know. Shark attack. But it's, you know, barring shark attack, you know, you'll find at some point these things will manifest in your physical body. So you want to take, you don't want to have any diseases in your higher bodies. Or dormant in your physical body. Like dormant HIV after you get a 0 viral load from your cocktail. This is why people with HIV notice when they have a 0 viral load and they take the HIV out that they may have the same symptoms Chuck had. So let me tell you what happened with Chuck. We're in this Price Club, walking around pushing a grocery cart. So I said to, you know, and he took all his pathologies out. We did this whole thing because we had all the time in the world. We were driving in the car and in the Price Club. And I said, okay, now kill the HIV. And we started with the easiest body. That's what you do. You start with the lightest body. And, you know, there's information all over the place, and also in the web college, about, you know, what the lightest body is and so on. It's... let's say, I think it's the celestial body. Obviously, the densest is the physical body, right? That's the last body you want to try to take it out of, okay? And as soon as he took it out, he killed it in that body, he started to get dizzy. And so I said, okay, well, you know, it's okay, you know, don't worry about it, let's take it out of the next body. Well, then he got really dizzy, and I said, okay, well, sit down, you know. So he sat on some, you know, stuff, whatever it was. And we're in the Price Club, right? You know, you sat on the containers or whatever. So then we took it out of the next body, and then he says, well, I think I'm going to throw up. And I didn't know what to do, you know, because I'd never encountered this before. But I've just had this, you know how it, like God or your spirit guide or whatever, that little voice in there will say, you know, keep going, you know. There's this little voice. So I said, okay, let's just do the next body. We're just going to keep going. And if you have to throw up, you know, we're just going to keep doing this. And we kept doing it. And he was dizzy and nauseated, and he did not throw up, but he was dizzy and nauseated all through the bodies. And after he took it out of the last body, he was still a little dizzy and nauseated, and he still sat there for a minute or two more, and then he felt like he could get up, and we started walking again. And, you know, then he was okay. You know, after 5-10 minutes of not having HIV, and he started to say, I'm feeling great. You know, the funny thing is, I spliced some people from the cure shows into lesson 1, and I don't know if you did lesson 1 yet. I was going to tell you, don't watch this movie unless you've done lesson 1, and then I said, okay, let them watch it, because I think I'll just show them this stuff. This is too important. I got to show you how to kill this virus, you know. So this is how you kill the virus. You basically just say, I'm now killing HIV in all my bodies, and you could do that right now. You don't have to like look at any lists to do that, and see what happens for you, you know. But really, I think to be free of it, you know, see, these people are getting negative medical tests, you know, and that's what you want. And negative medical tests and beyond. I know the negative medical test doesn't mean you're free of the virus, but you certainly want that. I would say. You know, you certainly want that. With cancer, you certainly want it. You know. I feel good about what I've told you here, and I feel like we're going to win. For some strange reason, and though in 12 years we haven't, and we've failed over and over again, but I feel like we're going to win. It's the weirdest thing. Just saying these things and making this movie has been good for me. It's really helped me. You know, it's helped me to feel better about myself and what I've done. You know? So that's worth the price of admission, right? You see, on the Cure Show, you get like these 4 or 5 volunteers who show up and they work out your protocol. You're going to need to do that, by the way. You may not ever be on the Cure Show, but right now we don't have enough shows about HIV. So be on the Cure Show, you know, and we'll do it on the Cure Show with you. We'll work out the protocol with you. And if we have enough Cure Shows and we have enough people working out their own protocols, anybody who goes in there and listens to all the shows will then be able to work out his protocol. So that'll be fine, you know. We can do that. When I looked back on Chuck and I started to ask myself, like, why did he get dizzy and nauseated? And, you know, there's a term that they use, it's called die-off. Like when a bacteria or a virus dies in your body, they call it the die-off. And as certain microbes are dying, they do like, I don't know, maybe it's sort of like they're putting on a last-ditch attempt to harm you, you know, and get you to stop killing them. They're trying to take your weapon away from you. They're trying to say, no, no, you're going in the wrong direction. You're hurting yourself by killing me. You need me. I think that HIV says that to people. You need me. Don't kill me. You need me. I'm helping you. And for all I know, maybe HIV thinks that it is helping the people it infects. Who knows what HIV thinks? What do we care? You know, what a virus thinks? If it's thinking anything, you know. Maybe they think, who knows, you know. Maybe they love and want to dance upon the earth like we do, and it's not fair to kill them, you know. Oh, brother. But anyway, this is how you cure it. And all the people, you know, when people do this, it's, you know, it's totally the same for everybody. I don't know if everybody will get nauseated, but I know that, you know, basically everybody goes to the calm, clear place. And everybody this makes you feel good. Doing this makes you feel happy. You know, it makes you feel calm and serene and powerful and courageous and loving and all the things you need to feel. When you do it, you feel those things. So, you know, presumably, if you do have access to anybody, you know, who can do something about this, and you're doing this, you should, all other things being equal, have the nerve, the guts, the intuition, the stamina, the will, the caring, because doing this causes all those things to simply surface. They always were inside of you. You always were all those things. And it just brings them into, you know, so like there's nothing blocking them anymore, you know, when you take out the, you know, the illnesses the illnesses are what have blocked them. And you become this person who really can get something done, you know, presumably. So it's funny, isn't it, that in all these years of curing these things and getting negative medical tests and not, you know, we cure incurable diseases, like thousands of us. And none of us have ever been able to contact anybody who had the power to do anything about it. The last thing you need to know is if you can, you are the only person on earth who can stop this epidemic. The only person on earth who can do anything about it. All the rest of us have failed. So if you can do this, there is nobody but you to do it.